Whoops.
All right.
Now, where were
Where the fuck were we?
Nvidia.
Nvidia,
Nvidia.
GeForce Now.
Yeah. I think it's Salt. I think Salty, you were in the middle.
I don't know how the fuck it's gonna work. I think there's gonna be a lot of holes, a lot of ways for people to fuck around with cheating or finding ways to give themselves one-ups. Apparently, the both of us are swapped 42.
God damn it.
And then I don't know. I don't know what the latency is going to be. You have enough latency just dealing with like screen latency and yada yada yada. I mean, if you have great internet, then who gives a fuck? But if you have shitty internet like me, sorry about your luck.
No bueno.
And the shitty part too is like it'd be cool to have that and to be able to just play most of your games on that if you don't want to have to afford to play a whole bunch or buy a whole bunch of games. But like if your internet goes out, or say you have like a blackout or something at your house, you're fucked. You just gotta sit there and can't play anything.
Yep.
I didn't even think about that off the bat. Good call.
Yeah, it's like if you can't afford good internet where you are, then you're hoop.
Fuck you. Alrighty. Up next, Nintendo. So first and foremost, after 10 months being on the market, the Nintendo Switch becomes the fastest selling console in US history, which is fucking insane because you can't find them anywhere. The fact that this is possible, like the fact that the Switch is so difficult to find, yet it's the fastest selling console, that tells you something about the goddamn Switch. So for whatever reason, that is possible. Awesome. Congratulations, Nintendo. Put more shit in stock. And in addition to that, a Nintendo Direct was posted last week. It wasn't a full one. It was actually a Nintendo Direct Mini. So some of the highlights that came out that caught my eye. The new Mario Tennis game, which I think is called Mario Tennis Aces or something Aces, is coming out, which is fucking sweet because Mario Tennis is one of the best goddamn games ever. And it's only taken them like almost 2 decades to come out with another one, but that's okay.
This might actually make me buy the Switch.
Just Mario Tennis?
I fucking love Mario Tennis like you would not believe. Thousands of hours guaranteed.
And
it's like the only game I ever fucking played on N64.
Yeah. Looking at it, I don't think it's gonna be motion. I think it's just gonna be Joy-Con. Like, I don't think you have to use motion to hit, which would be good because I mean,
yeah, I'd rather not have to have motion.
Yeah, Nintendo, I'm glad you tried to make our country less fatter, but when we want to play video games, we just want to sit. Okay, just let us sit and be fat.
We're already fat, so fuck off.
So there's gonna be a story mode
assholes.
in the there's gonna be a story mode in the new Mario Tennis game, which is dope. Kirby Star Allies abilities. So it looks like there's gonna be some sort of DLC that's gonna be changing the way that you can add abilities to Kirby. In addition to a new Kirby game. Hyrule Warriors is coming to the Switch as well. There's going to be a DLC for Super Mario Odyssey called Luigi's Balloon World. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is coming to the Switch. And Dark Souls Uno, the remastered version, is also coming to the Switch. So Nintendo just knocking out the fucking titles as far as the Switch is concerned.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how some of those fucking titles look.
Right.
On that small of a format. I mean, the screen looks awesome. I know you can plug it into your fucking TV and shit, but
I can't get over like the base station or whatever you call it. Isn't it like a little plastic? Like it seemed cheap.
A lot of people break their shit.
Seen pictures of like their stuff getting scratched because they're putting it into the station over and over.
They sell basically like cell phone screen covers that you put on your Switch to stop it from scratching your shit up. But
and the other
I could definitely see people just.
Well, why would they not have any foam on the insides where you insert your?
Yeah, that's a definite design flaw on their end.
Yep.
I think the only other issue with it being docked is I don't think it's 1080p. If it's docked and plugged into a TV, I think it's 720p. Unfortunately, which I don't know. I didn't buy a Switch in hopes of having a mobile game device. I just bought a Switch because I wanted a modern, up-to-date Nintendo console that could play new titles.
I want to play Zelda. That's it. I
Right.
just want to play.
Yeah.
So hooked up to the new 4K TV, it looks fucking gorgeous. On the screen, the actual Nintendo Switch screen, it looks amazing as well. So I guess I'm pretty hopeful because the Switch looks really nice. But we'll just have to wait and see. Like I've seen what Rocket League looks like on the Switch being streamed. It's not great. So I'm kind of intrigued.
None of the
to see.
games are really that great.
No, like Skyrim and Dark Souls, it's gonna be a
It'll look
game.
amazing if you're playing it on something the size of a fucking original Game Boy, but
Right.
don't put that shit on the TV. That's just for the fucking party games, just like the Wii. Like, you don't need to have a Wii on a 60-inch TV unless you're fucking bowling with grandma.
Right. Which and that's another big reason that I got the Switch is because I want a shit ton of party games to play when people are over the house. And if you don't give me those, I will fucking riot.
That's like when talking about all these new games that came out or that they announced, it's like it's all fine and dandy, but give us a fucking new Mario Kart game. Give us a new Mario Party. Maybe a new Smash Bros. I don't think we really need a new Smash Bros. Yet.
Yes, we do.
That'd be fun.
I mean, the new one. If they brought the newest one on the Switch, that'd be good enough too. But
that'd be legit.
I just want to play Super Smash Brothers online. That's all I want to do. Just let me play Super Smash online.
Naaackers kicked my ass.
I just want to be able to play that shit on the go.
That too. That's what I'm excited for.
Imagine like riding on a fucking plane or something, just playing fucking Rocket League.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, so like I don't care about the portability fact as far as I'm concerned, like being on a bus or like going to my, parents' house and being able to play. The portability factor as far as just being able to bring just the Switch somewhere with an extra Joy-Con and you have a portable gaming system that can have 4 players. That's fucking awesome. But yeah, they've got they need to come out with a couple more party games that are like, just give me fucking Fusion Frenzy already, okay? It's actually something that Slakesler just said in chat. I went to go plug an Ethernet cord into the back of the Switch, and I'm like, "Where's the fucking LAN port?" And Weenie like covered up to her nose in a blanket. It's a portable console. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. It's docked. Why doesn't the dock have a LAN port? It's a portable console. So that was a little upsetting. And yeah, the LAN adapter is $30 and then takes use of one of the only USB ports you have on the thing. So not a huge deal breaker, but if I'm playing on games, I'm not going to be playing wireless. I want that shit hooked up hardwired so I can ensure that when I kick your ass, you can't complain about lag. But yeah, I just want to play because there's nobody local that plays Smash anymore. Anybody who plays Super Smash is going to be online. So I swear to God, if they don't release an online Smash version, I'm probably going to throw the Switch out the window.
Don't say that. Weenie's probably she's about to come in that door in a minute.
Yeah.
You best not.
I'm throwing this out the motherfucking window.
But other than that, Switch is pretty dope. Next up, Streamlabs OBS announced. So a couple weeks ago, Streamlabs released their own version of the open broadcast software. It's their own version, as in obviously open broadcast software is open source. So that, they took the source code and then they made their own app and made it into a broadcasting software, which pretty much looks quite similar to OBS in a few fashions, and otherwise it doesn't look like it at all. A lot of these Streamlabs stream labels features are built right into SLOBs, which is actually the acronym, which I thought was pretty funny. Have any of you guys done any research, gotten to play with it? What's your thoughts and dreams?
You just passed me. I know nothing about this.
I have not even downloaded it. I don't really care enough to tinker with my setup that much that I want to try something new like that.
Right.
Funny bone.
Speaking of the funny bone, I just saw a tweet today that said something along the lines of, I just now realized why the humerus is called the funny bone. Because when you hit it, it's humorous. Yeah, I didn't get that until I read that tweet as well.
That's a very dry joke.
It's so goddamn dry.
I feel bad for how close-minded that person has been their entire life.
So what about you, Salty?
Nope. I couldn't even tell you the last time I opened it. 8 months ago.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
yeah.
I have yet to download it either. I have, though, done a lot of research on it, what features it has, which ones it's lacking. So I'll just reread what I posted in the news channel when we were talking about this. So one of the first things that kind of stuck out at me was that there was no studio mode. There's no Stream Deck integration yet. There are no VST plugins for audio or video, VST is only for audio. And you cannot apply any filters to sources within it yet. One of the biggest...
What?
Yeah.
Some pretty big fucking flaws.
How do you get chroma key then?
Right. I don't know. Yeah. Unless you just can't yet. Good call. Unless they have a separate thing for chroma key, like just a separate option just for cameras.
Yeah, well, I know like Paul's saying Anunnaki uses it, and I know I watched one of his streams not long ago and he had chroma key. There must be some way to do it.
Okay. One of the marketing tactics that they're using is that using slobs reduces your CPU usage by 25%, which is true technically, but not in the way that people think. So people think if they just use it, it's going to reduce their CPU usage by 25%. What that actually is saying is if you're not having a window open for stream labels, if you don't have a window open for chat, if you don't have a window open for Streamlabs, and you are using this software instead of OBS, your CPU usage will be reduced by 25% just because of having those extra internet browsers open causes all of that extra usage. So because this new app has all of these features built in, it makes it easier on your system. So this is fucking huge for anybody with a single PC setup. Even if you have a dual PC setup, if your computer isn't as up to date as it should be, obviously it would put this extra system resources to use. So I thought that was a little scummy, but I mean, you got to do something to sell your product, right? Other thing,
sell an open source product.
Right, exactly. It is free for now. We'll see what happens.
Doesn't it have to stay free as part of OBS's open source?
Maybe, but even if not, their bullshit parent company, Vulcan, will probably find some way to slip a little subscription fee in there for it or something.
Right.
I've openly said this on stream and in podcast. I think Streamlabs and the company that owns them, Vulcan, are fucking bullshit and scummy and sleazy. The only reason I'm using Streamlabs is because there's nothing better. And I've tried using other things and they all just fall short. So I wouldn't put it past them to try something like that. And the last thing that was a big upset for me is they just integrated AnkBot into Streamlabs. Yet they did not put that bot into this program that's supposed to be an all-in-one solution. Why the fuck not? That seems like a no fucking brainer. Unless AnkBot isn't open source, so they didn't have the rights to do that. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, who the fuck knows? Why didn't they put studio mode in? Why didn't they put VST plugins in or filters? These are all very, like when you went through the fucking list of things it doesn't have, these are all very quintessential OBS Studio. Like, you fucking need those.
Right. So I look at this product, and when somebody wants to get introduced to streaming, go check out Streamlabs. And that's it. You can literally tell them that you've got your alert system, you've got your broadcasting system, you've got your bot, and you're able to do it all on a single PC without stressing the fuck out of it. In that aspect, it's awesome. for me, I see no reason to ditch an already working product, except for the fact that it did just crash about 15 minutes ago, and reset it up in something new. I'm all about being an early adopter, but I'm not going to shortchange myself a bunch of features just for the buzz of using something new. It just doesn't make sense to me.
That's why I know that OBS is obviously a much bigger tool than just a streaming tool. But how the fuck has this not happened already?
Somebody else coming along and making something. Yeah.
OBS itself becoming the fuck it, we're gonna make a little bit of money through this shit.
Because there's a lot of things like there's a lot of really good ideas that people have come up with for like plugins and all that stuff for OBS that somebody out there could easily just take everything, create their own version of it, even if it's not a sub version of OBS like Streamlabs is, but just make their own thing. And as long as it's tuned as well as as well as OBS Studio is, and have all these extra features attached, and hopefully use less CPU usage, I'm sure everybody would. Because I love OBS, but it's not like I'm only using it because it is kind of the best thing to use right now. It's not like I'm, you know, not fucking diehard OBS fan. It's just better than anything else out there right now.
Right.
If something came out that worked a lot better and made everything a lot more simpler without shortchanging us, like you said, I would switch to it, because why not? If it makes streaming easier, why wouldn't you?
There's also something I don't like about having everything in one window. I like having things in different windows spread across multiple monitors so I can look without having to click around. Because that's the other big thing is the more things you put beneath a click wall, people on single PC setups are going to have to alt tab in order to see certain things. So that's kind of a big letdown for me as well. So a couple people have been asking me if I'm going to switch, and the answer is no. I have absolutely no reason to switch. Some new fancy audio filters is not enough to get me to switch. The all-in-one feature isn't, good enough for me to switch. I'm on a dual PC setup. I already have my system resource use divided between two different computers, so that's not a pull for me either. But I can see why it would be for a lot of people. Last but not motherfucking least, Dat Guy Lyric is actually currently still on a break from streaming. So last week, he posted on Twitter about wanting to take a break, and then shortly after that, posted on Reddit, on his own subreddit, the reasons why he was leaving and why he was, taking a break, and just kind of going over all the things. Honestly, nothing in the post was surprising to me. But there was a couple things that kind of pointed out to me. So did any of you guys follow along and read the post? You guys have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I followed along with it. I Lyric was the first person I ever watched on Twitch. First person who got me into watching Twitch. So I've been kind of following it pretty closely. I know there's a lot of people that don't like his content, which I think that's just how everything else. Everybody has their streamers they don't like on Twitch, but I've always really enjoyed his content. I think he's a really funny guy in general. And I think he's just burnt out is really all it is at this point. Just probably get to one of those points like he's so successful on Twitch, and like he's had such a good run with everything that he probably realizes like after all this time like he's really happy with what he's done, but he doesn't feel like he's getting what he's giving out in return. So he's like he's doing all the streaming and he's getting paid really well and all this stuff, but his real life is suffering because all he does is play the same games over and over. He's trying to be funny on stream. He doesn't even know why people watch his stream anymore because he doesn't think he's funny. So it's simple things like that when you get into that point, you do have to kind of take a step back and just, figure out if it's something you want to keep doing the way you're doing it, you want to do it less or you want to do it a different way. And, he's probably going to, I know he said he was planning on being back of Wednesday this week, which seems a little soon for how much.
Soon.
Yeah, it seems like it's too soon for how deep he got into that Reddit post about how he was feeling. Like,
right.
You can't change your life that much in 2 weeks.
He kind of knew it was coming because not too long ago, some random person, I don't know if he was a subscriber to him or not, just made the comment, this game is boring, play more PUBG, and he literally turned off the stream and went and played off stream. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just the stuff he probably has to put up with day to day from the people that watch him is probably something that had a big deal with it.
Absolutely.
I was talking to Weenie about this the other day, and we're just kind of like bouncing thoughts off each other. And Lyric to me has always been a guy on Twitch that just played games. That's all he ever did. Like, Lyric's never had a podcast. Lyric's never done like a D&D stream. He's never been a tabletop gamer. He's never been one to do a bunch of special events. He's always just turned the stream on, played a shit ton of games, and then turned the stream off.
Mhm.
It's been 5 years for him now. And my thought was, now is probably a good time to just stop. Because the way that I see it, Lyric loves playing games, and that's all he's ever done. But if just playing games is not doing it for you anymore, that's probably a good sign to stop. When I look at other streamers, there's much more depth to their passion of gaming, whereas, you know, the things in my eyes, the thing that Lyric lacks is the passion and the motivation to keep doing what he's doing. Like, he's not super passionate about Twitch and what they're doing as a company and how they're evolving as a company. He doesn't really care about new shit that's coming along. He doesn't really care about new streamers that are coming along, because he's got the whole, I had to do it and it was way harder 5 years ago, so everybody making it now doesn't have, you know, the right to be happy kind of mentality. That I can look past that, but when I look at Lyric, I just see a dude who got famous playing video games and was good at it. He's very good at it. He's very entertaining to watch. I don't prefer to watch him now just because I'm not a fan of the games that he plays on a regular basis and stuff like that. But it's just like, if it's been 5 years and you've been successful and you're having this much problem, like this big of an issue getting motivated, and you have nothing else going into the platform other than you just playing games, I don't really see a reason to keep doing it unless you've got something else that you're going to be doing.
Mm.
That's kind of how I see it.
Well, the thing is, he's made this his job too, right? He doesn't have a
Right.
side. I mean, that'd mean he'd be quitting a career now. He'd have to restart. So that's another reason probably why he doesn't want to quit.
He
I
does
can
have
see
a
that.
diploma in something. Can't remember what it was now. Computer
Yeah, but
science,
like,
something
could
like
he
that.
make as much or even more money that way than he
No,
does now? He
man.
No,
makes a lot
fuck
of
no,
money. That's a
fuck
lot
no.
of money just to say, "Oh, I quit."
Right.
Yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna kill
Yes, yeah. I
myself
mean,
over a
if you're
fucking
not
video
happy,
game. Fuck
you're not
that shit.
happy, and it's making your life horrible. You need to, but that may be something he's looking at too. Like, just the money's too great.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
he even said in that Reddit post, he's not. I don't think he's at the point where he still loves streaming. I don't like to say that he doesn't. You know, he's not into like all the new Twitch stuff that's coming out and all that stuff. That's probably true. I know he still loves streaming, which is the reason why he's already coming back on Wednesday. Because he said it just like it feels empty when he's not streaming. Like it's such a part of his life that he can't even stay away from it for more than 2 weeks. But the
But
fact that he's
is that addiction or is that passion?
It might be, but like he's all I know from watching him a lot. He always says that one of the problems lately is just that there is no good games to play. Like because that's because he plays so many of them, right? Like he plays the shit out of games in a week, and he plays like he does his sub Sunday thing every Sunday where he plays just fucking variety of different games that his subs request him to play. So he plays every.
Right.
So he just like he's already seen everything. He doesn't know there's nothing else to go to. So he's just he just plays whatever he can play to entertain himself, but that's the thing. Like you said, all he does is play games. So when he doesn't have a game to play that he's feeling, he can get pretty picky from watching his streams. Like people can suggest a boatload of games for him to play and he'll just be like, "No, Like he'll play a game yesterday, and then the next day somebody will be like, "Oh, play this," and he's like, "No, I already played that. I'm not really into playing that." Like, gets really burnt out on stuff pretty quick.
I mean, what do you fucking expect?
Yeah,
If you're doing that shit 5-6 hours a day, 5-6-7 days a week, you're going to get burned out. Like you're not giving yourself enough time to live
Yeah, that's probably more.
anything
He needs
normal of
to
a life.
stream less. Is
Yeah.
something he probably needs to just do.
Because I mean, I've heard Summit talking about the same thing. He's like, I do this 6 days a week, or 5-6 days a week, but there's nothing good to play. It's like I want to play, but there's just nothing really fucking good out there that I haven't played the shit out of already.
yeah, yeah. It's tough too because it's like if you do it, I mean, for those guys, like it's hard for people like me to say it because I'm such a small streamer and everything. But it's like for those guys, they all want to say like, "Oh yeah, I just want to disconnect, and stop streaming for a little while, and figure out what else I want to do with my life." But it's like at the same time, how else do you pay the bills?
Exactly.
Because as soon as you take I mean, like guys like that, obviously even if they take a month or two off and they come back, they're still gonna have a more than enough subs to pay for whatever bills they're gonna have, but they're gonna lose a very good chunk of them.
It's just like any other fucking people that. I mean, Lyric's been around for a long time, but there's plenty of people we've seen rise and fall in a swift manner on Twitch over the last couple of years. So it's like if they had any sense in their fucking head at all, they'd have saved every dime they made from doing this shit anyways, and not
Yep.
bloated their fucking monthly bills out with dumb shit like buying houses and fucking stupid cars. Just fucking save it, and you can at least give yourself enough time to fucking find a decent job.
Yeah.
So okay, so what's the alternative? What if he continues to just do as he's doing? Let's say he just knocks it down to 5 days a week. He's gonna like if he just continues just playing games and that's just all he does. Like, do you see Lyric as a streamer who is really involved in the platform, or do you just see him as a dude who's just using the platform to broadcast it?
Yeah, because he doesn't go to TwitchCon. He doesn't like going to conventions at all.
Right.
He doesn't he always says he likes meeting his viewers, but then when it comes to conventions, he's like he likes to get there, say hello to some people and then go home. Like he's not arranging viewer meetups and all that stuff. He'll talk about new additions to Twitch platform and everything, but then, doesn't like he never uses Twitch extensions. He doesn't use anything extra. Like he's just always been very basic layout stream.
He doesn't even do cam either, does he?
No.
I've never seen it with a cam. So
He has
Which
he has
isn't-
a cat cam nowadays.
it
Yeah.
isn't something that determines whether he's a good streamer or not. But
Right.
just now, he may have thought it was fun when he started, but now it's just a job and just a way to pay bills, which it kind of is. But like you said, he's probably not as passionate, so he's getting burnt out on everything, and probably just needs to stream a lot less, 3 days a week, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, he still would make the money, and then give him time to go do stuff. Probably find something to replace this as a job, so he can make it a hobby if he enjoys it.
Yep.
Well, and the other thing I think I remember him mentioning in that Reddit post too is like the other part of it that makes him so bummed out about streaming is when like you do this all day long and then you just see people in your chat typing shit about you like, "Oh, you're trash at this game. Oh, why are you so bad? Oh, you're a terrible streamer." And it's like even though you're winning PUBG games left, right, and center, you're winning Fortnite games left, right, and center. You're not actually bad at the game, but reading that stuff day to day just takes a toll on you after a while. And it's
Yeah.
like it might make you think like, yeah, you're not bad at video games, but then you kind of sit back after your stream is over and you're like, am I bad at life? Like you just start taking those thoughts and recycling them into other little things.
Yep.
So it's like
Just need to
that stuff
fucking
can take a toll.
blow it up. Just need to fucking blow up your shit. If you're stuck in a fucking rut, then blow that shit up. Do something totally
And
fucking
with how
off the wall
popular
different.
stream is now, like it's can't even just turn sub mode on anymore because we'll just sub and then start talking shit anyway. Like he has to ban subs all
Right.
the time because they're just they expect that because they're a sub they can talk shit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in conclusion, I don't think that he shouldn't come back, but he needs to change something, because if he just comes back and goes back to streaming even 5 days a week and he's just playing games, after 5 years, I just don't. The same thing is going to happen to him. Is like the main thing that I see in him is if he doesn't have the passion for the platform, or the motivation to actually be a part of everything that's going on. If he's just going to use it as a website to play video games and that's kind of it, the same thing's going to happen again in 6 months from now, because you can't just say, oh, new games are going to come out and they're going to be great and I'm going to want to play them. That they might not. We might be in this gaming rut for another couple of years. You just never know. So he definitely needs to change something. I hope he figures it out, because like I've enjoyed Lyric's content to an extent. I don't choose to watch it lately just because I don't know. I guess it's just not what I prefer to watch nowadays. And that's just it. It's not that I don't like Lyric. I think he can get a little crybaby-ish, I would say, for my liking. But that has nothing to do with the content that he produces. That's just a personality against personality. Nothing you can do about that. So that's kind of it for me. Any last points about Lyric?
Just needs to, like exactly what Middle Age said, just change it up, do something new, stream less, look for something else.
You need to take some more than a week off. You don't
Or
figure out
if you're
your
gonna
life
take
in
a week off, don't spend the entire fucking week responding to people on Reddit.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe just
yeah.
take a week and just shut every fucking thing down, or fucking take a trip.
Yep.
Go to the beach. Look at the sunlight.
Get your dick sucked by a dude.
Well,
It's
that's
life
the thing
changing.
too. For how much he streams and how much he doesn't go outside, like I don't think he knows how to. He doesn't know how to do that stuff, like traveling. I know if somebody's mentioned that, and it's just like he's like, what do you do? Like you just go places and look at stuff. Like that doesn't sound exciting.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, that's real
That's
life.
real
my friend.
life. Wake
right.
the fuck up.
Well, to wrap this show up, we're gonna go through the Q&A. Whoa, Jesus. The first question comes from Middle Age Stream. What games are you most looking forward to in 2018?
I've really got no expectations this year, because there's so many fucking. Of course, everybody could say Star Citizen, but that fucking game's never going to come out.
2022, man. Uh-oh.
They're just fucking.
By the time it gets released, if they take too long, it may be dead. That's the scary thing. They don't need to be too ambitious. I know like everything they're doing is brand new, but they're being too ambitious for their own good, probably. Everything they're doing hasn't been done. They're making everything from scratch. I just see the game. It looks awesome. One of the YouTubers I watched released a video today of the combat. It looked amazing. I feel like it's gonna die before it's released.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's too long. It's too much time. People only wait for so long.
The fucking hype train has lasted quite a long.
What was that?
Did you see that? The Skype with the Canadian flag?
No, I just like.
Oh, that's a TIE fighter.
What the fuck?
You guys all saw that?
Yeah,
Did you do that, Salty?
Yeah.
You motherfucker. It was a little pop up.
They're featured emotes in the chat.
Holy shit. Okay, interesting.
Oh.
That still sucks.
I don't know a game. I don't know a game that I'm like itching to play this year so far, but I'm looking forward to Skyrim on VR when it comes out. They haven't said when it's going to come out for Vive yet, but I'm on the VR hype train right now just because of a lot of the new stuff coming out for it. I'm just kind of bored of playing regular pancake games.
Pancake.
Yeah, that's what I call the monitor games.
I would say like one of the main games I'm looking forward to, which is releasing next month, supposedly is supposed to, unless it gets put back more, is Kingdom Come Deliverance. If you like medieval style games, I think that'd be something you would enjoy. There's that. Sea of Thieves. Aren't they supposed to release the new Battlefield this year?
Yeah, a rumored Bad Company 3.
It's Bad Company. If it's that, I'm looking forward to it. If the characters are decent, like in Bad Company 2, you had a wide variety of characters, all interesting and funny. So just the story of that will play a big role. Red Dead Redemption is it post-release for consoles this year? And I'm pretty sure how Rockstar is. Next year they're gonna release it for PC, and then most people are gonna buy it twice. Because you're probably gonna buy it, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah, Naaackers.
Yeah, for PC, not for console.
Oh, you're not gonna buy it for console?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't have an Xbox, so is it?
Oh yes,
Is
It's
for both.
supposed to come out on PS4.
oh, okay. No, I mean the only time I'm playing a console game is if it's a console exclusive. Like end of story, pretty much for me.
Do you want
Oh.
to hear a funny story about how non-console I am nowadays?
Yes.
I have my Xbox One has been sitting out in the hallway outside my room here for so long, like kind of just sitting on top of a pile of boxes of stuff that I just kind of been keeping out of the room. And the other day I had a stack of beer bottles from in here from one of the streams, and one of them when I was picking it up, I didn't realize it still had some beer left in it, and it fell and some beer splashed all over the top of the Xbox One, like where the venting is. And I looked at it and I was like, meh. Like most people would be like, no, throw it in the rice and get the liquid out of it. And I looked at it and I was like, whatever.
Whatever.
Fuck are you?
When's the last time you
Um,
like played it?
Oh fuck, forever ago. I would love to boot it up and play more Halo 5 because I think it's still kind of fun. And they're actually still updating it with some new stuff here and there too, but I don't want to fucking like I like playing at Rocket League, but I hate the fact I have to use a controller. I wish I could be good at that game without a controller. I
Really?
don't know why. I just don't like having to use a controller anymore.
Oh, okay. That's fair. As far as me, Sea of Thieves is 1. Dynasty Warriors 9 is supposed to be coming out sometime this year. I'm excited about that. Death Stranding is supposed to be coming out as well. Pumped for that. Isn't the Final Fantasy 7 remaster supposed to be coming out this year as well? I'm pretty sure it's this year, if not next year. I think it's this year. Far Cry 5 is supposed to be coming out this year. I'm pretty excited for that. There's a new Metro game that's supposed to be coming out. Excited for that.
Oh yeah, that too.
And these are all I'm just reading.
Last of Us 2.
Last of Us
Last of
2.
Us 2.
There's a new super hot game. Battalion 1944 is actually a game that I've been pretty excited about as well. Trying to see. I'm looking through this quick. I guess Escape from Tarkov is supposed to have a full release sometime in 2018 too. But yeah, but there's a lot of good games, and then of course anything that's coming out for the Switch, Super Smash Brothers, Mario Party, Mario Kart, any Mario game, any Yoshi game, stuff like that. I'm super excited for. All right, next question. This one comes from CatCat18. Any games today? May I make a suggestion? I wonder if she was asking if we were playing games.
Yeah,
I think she was.
Okay. Sorry, CatCat. Tomorrow. Next question. I actually skipped one. Middle-aged stream asked, on a scale from 1 to 10, shirtless Kylo Ren's, how much did you love The Last Jedi?
Still haven't seen
watched it.
Oh God, you two.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not paying $12 to go to the fucking movies. Fuck that shit. Another 2 weeks, I'll be able to watch that bitch for free.
Hey.
Hey.
What about you, 42?
What are we? Is that like? Are we voting how much we like shirtless Kylo Ren, or just the movie? I don't know.
Out of
No.
one, on a scale from 1 to 10, shirtless Kylo Ren's. Like if you had to vote using a Kylo Ren, shirtless one.
7.5.
Okay. I was definitely a 9 walking out of the theater, and then reading up about it, rewatching scenes, reading constructive criticism, it kind of bumped it down to like a 7. And then when I had time to like compare it to older movies, it's probably, I would give it an 8. 8 out of 10. I go for 8 out of 10.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there was just so many parts in that movie that I was just like, it was kind of cringy.
Very.
Like some of the forced comedy in it was just like, oh God, like no,
Disney
don't make
movies.
it like this. Like I want a dark, like I want more Rogue One. I want a dark, gritty movie.
Yeah.
I know it's a family, it's a family franchise, but some of the stuff in the movie just made me not happy. And I
It
hope
didn't
the
used
next
to
one
be
isn't.
a family franchise.
Yeah.
Just because Disney bought it.
I do want to see it again because I just want to because it's Star Wars. But yeah, there was a lot of parts where you're sitting there and you're watching and you're looking and you're going, and then something else happens and you go, oh,
Yeah.
really? But it's still good. It's still a really fucking good movie. I mean, it's a modern day Star Wars movie and it's good. But when you go back and you start to nitpick and criticize, you find things that you don't like. But I get it. I give it 8 shirtless Kylo Rens out of 10.
Do you think they need to take more time to make a movie? Because they're trying to put one out
Yes.
every year now. I
Yeah.
mean, how can you do a Star Wars?
But it's 2
movie?
years for the Skywalker saga, right? So that's, and it's not like, I don't think it's the same teams making the same movie.
Oh, right.
The problem is they can't keep a fucking director either.
Yeah. I don't agree. There's a lot of things story based that I didn't agree with, like what they chose to spend a lot of time on and what they chose to skim on. But that's all like personal preference stuff. You know, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. So if the producer and the director saw it a certain way, you can't really tell them don't. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of up in the air. Next question from JS Sizzle. How was your guys' 2018 so far?
Meh.
Busy.
Cold.
Cold as fuck.
I'm fucking loving 2018, and strictly based on the fact that I spent a lot of money on new hardware.
A fucking Switch. And a new keyboard.
Yeah, just being able to draw money on myself has been great. The cold has sucked. Work. Well, here's the thing. I don't work the first week and a half of every year, and I get paid to do so. So 2018 usually starts out pretty fucking dope. So at this point, it's pretty good. Next question. Paul, do any of you all read books? And if so, what do you recommend in general?
What's a book?
What the book?
What's a book?
Can I
what's
get
a
that
book?
on my
I can read on
tablet?
my spare time. I just never found it fun.
I can't tell you the last book I actually read. It was probably American Sniper. The real book, not the movie.
Okay. The movie was 100%.
That was the first. That was probably the last book the physical book I read.
Really?
But for the most part, I listen to shit more than I read it. And when it comes to books, 99% of the time, it's books that nobody else would even want to listen to. Like, I got the audio version of Crush It from 2009 from Gary Vaynerchuk. I got the that radio host Charlemagne the God. I got his latest book after it was featured on one of Gary V's shows.
Okay.
I mean, but I do audiobooks. I listen to them while I'm working in the garage.
About you, 40 twat.
Last book I read was like probably before junior high, and it was a Tom Clancy book. So it was a good book. I really liked it, but I can't read books, man. I can't sit still for that long. It's the same
Right.
reason why I never go to movies. And that's why like when I talk about Star Wars, everyone's all like, "Well, you don't even go see movies. So how do you even know a good movie when you see one?" It's like, I'm just giving my opinion on the movie, but I can't go see movies because I hate the fact that I'm just sitting there. I like watching them if it's something that I want to see, but it's like the same reason for books. I just can't. I need to be moving. I need to be doing something. Like, at least with video games, like my brain is somewhat involved and I actually have to do stuff for it to work. Whereas books, you're just kind of sitting there reading it. And I know there's books out there that are really good, and I'm sure I'd be enthralled in them once I started reading them, but just the effort to get one and sit down and read it just does not entice me at all.
I always hear people talking about reading books. And they're like, oh my God, when I was reading that part, I was sitting on the edge of my seat. And I just picture somebody, like, and just going. Oh my Jesus Christ, and just like reading intensely and flipping. It's like, what? How does that work? So yeah, I've never been much of a book reader either. However, I did listen to the audiobook version of Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. It was a fucking awesome read. I have Ready Player One, like ready to go in my audiobook app. But I just haven't listened to it quite yet. So I'm the same way. I can't sit and read. I'll get a page into reading and then go, wait, what did I read? And then I'll go back and read it again, and my mind will wander, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I
it's the same
can't.
thing. I'll be reading the book and I'll still be reading the words, but be thinking about something else and
Yep.
have no idea what I just read.
Yeah, that's me. All right. Mr. Fulcrust asks, since it's 2018, what is your guys' one goal for the year, streaming or gaming?
I just want to play some more. I just want more time.
Probably the same thing.
I don't plan on streaming ever. So until I move, win the lottery or something.
I mean, I would obviously like to build my stream up a bit more, but it's also I'm gonna do my best not to pull a lyric and get burnt out from it, quit again. So I'm
Yep.
gonna take it, trying to weigh the scales as best I can, where I put maximum effort into it without ruining my personal life as well. So I don't know. There's obviously a lot of gaming stuff I would love to do more of, but yeah.
Gotta be an adult, right?
Yeah.
Getting old.
As far as myself, I definitely would like to make a point to game more off stream. I'm actually thinking about removing a day of streaming, just so I have one more day to either not be at my computer or play games off stream. That's definitely sort of kind of a goal, more or less a plan. I definitely have a goal not to get partner, but to at least just put in a partner app at some point during 2018. So I'm not, partner is not like the end all be all goal for me. If it ends up lining up and happening, awesome. But that's not like, push for partnership 2018 hashtag support small streamers. No, just if it happens, cool. And I'm just having so much fun with it without getting concerned about like numbers and sub count and viewer count and all that shit. So I'm just trying to have more fun. I pretty much got my show where I want it to be. It's just a fact of just trying to keep consistent, be engaging and that kind of stuff. So definitely try and game more off stream, build up the stream a little bit, and just kind of keep knocking away at my single player campaigns that I've missed throughout the years. That's pretty much it.
You know what the funny part is that thinking about like getting partnership nowadays, the one thing, and this is only like within the last few weeks, the one main thing I can think of that would be nice about getting partnership right now is guaranteed coding.
Seriously,
I've just been getting fucking rubbed. It's been fucking rubbed of me.
Yeah,
like,
for some reason,
ridiculous how spotty it's been lately.
Yeah. Even people that have been coming into my stream, they're like, "Why don't you have quality options?" I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not
That
not
shit
possible.
pisses me off to no end.
Yeah, not great.
I primarily watch streams on mobile.
Yeah.
Like almost every time you see me in somebody's chat, I'm on my phone. So when I don't have quality options and I have shit ass signal, I just put it on chat, audio only. Fuck it.
All right, next question comes from Paul. Who still uses Skype in 2018? All of us.
We don't have a choice.
Minicam.
Next,
Boozy.
next call from Sizzle. Salty, how big is your amiibo collection?
I don't own a single amiibo.
What a letdown.
I saw the question in chat because somebody said, "Oh, you should see Salty's amiibo collection." And I was like, "I don't fucking own them." I haven't played anything on the Wii. I have is a modded Wii I bought off a guy we knew from GSN, and it's like old as dirt. I don't even think it takes amiibo shit. That was like the first gen Wii's.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I don't know.
I think only the Wii U's do amiibo shit.
I thought the Switch
Yeah.
has amiibo shit too.
Oh, I'm
It
sorry.
does.
Like, the Wii U went up.
Yeah.
Next question. Oh, this is fucking controversial. When milk is added, does cereal become a soup?
Okay, we're just gonna search. What is a soup on Google? All right.
This is from Matt
A
Whitney, by the
soup
way.
is a liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables, etc., in stock or water. So no, you're not boiling any meat, fish, or vegetables, so it's not a soup.
What if you're boiling meat and vegetables into the form of a Cheerio and then just adding milk?
No.
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 It doesn't say. Does it say it said liquid or water? But who would do that though? That wouldn't be.
Here's the thing.
Good.
Boil their
There's only
cereal?
there's one cold soup ever. Goulash tastes like shit. Fuck that. Soup's supposed to be hot. Cereal is not supposed to be hot. Cereal's
I-
not a soup.
I'm actually...
There's a
I
that would,
No,
wonder-
cereal's not a soup. It's in the discussion. We're stopping.
No,
Yeah,
okay,
we're done.
that I'm good at.
Definition
However,
does not support it.
a burrito's not a sandwich.
whoa there, Salty Sam. Okay? Watch your goddamn mouth.
A hot dog is a sandwich, but a burrito's not.
No, it's
Wait,
not.
what?
Hot dog is not a sandwich.
Why?
Because the bread encompasses the entire thing.
So is it more of like a meat torpedo?
Exactly.
Okay. I
But
want...
wouldn't a hot dog be a burrito?
No.
I mean, if you're a savage and you squeeze the bun
Yeah,
around
would
your
you
hot
like
dog
put your
instead of eating
dick
it.
through a fucking French bread? Shove a hot dog in there? No. That's not how hot dog rolls work.
We're starting. What I need to see from all of you guys is participation in our brand new YouTube channel called Hot Cereal, where we review cereals heated up. What are the chances that there is actually a cereal out there, just one that tastes good warm?
I don't
Yeah,
wanna find out.
oatmeal. That's it. That's the closest thing.
Like,
you can keep your cream of wheat. You can keep all that other bullshit. But
Is
don't
it-
eat it.
is it mini wheats that are like the thick nuggets of cereal with the frosting on it, the frosted mini wheats?
I don't want hot milk.
Yeah, that just sounds terrible.
Yeah, you may as well just be
milk!
sucking that right from the teat.
Oh my god! I've never thought about that. Babies like hot titty milk. That shit's not fridge cold.
Babies can't eat anything else. Be real.
Jesus.
If you were starving and the only thing you had was hot milk, you would obviously drink hot milk.
You'd slurp that shit up. All right. Well, if anybody in chat wants to have a successful YouTube channel, call it Hot Cereal. All you do is you just review cereal that's been warmed up, and you tell me what sounds good, okay, and what tastes good.
By the way, Amber's Arcade, if you microwave the Lucky Charm marshmallows, they would just
It's
melt
well.
because they're
Yeah,
not
it's
real
well.
marshmallows. They're
Oh, yeah.
bullshit.
That's right.
Yeah,
Hot tits.
Last question comes from Paul. How well does the Nintendo Switch do things other than gaming, i.e. Netflix, Twitch app, Kindle app, etc.? Would you replace would it replace your iPad or tablet?
Doesn't it not do any of that?
I think it can do Hulu. I don't know for a fact.
But
Again,
not for long.
I would never use a console for anything other than games.
That's what that. I feel like they should just keep it that way. Like, just game on the Switch. Don't fucking make it an entertainment.
Right. And that's what Xbox tried to do with the One, and
I
that
don't
failed
know.
so hard.
I feel like if I had something that was as well put together for gaming as a Switch, but had the functionality of a Fire, like a Kindle Fire 8, 7, I'd be fucking into that. Like,
See-
I feel like the only reason I would ever buy that is because it's portable. I would never
You can
fucking
have a
plug that shit in my
phone.
TV
Yeah, but why would you use that over your phone or tablet?
because it's bigger.
Buy a
I
big
I
mean,
use
the phone-
I use a
give the
tablet
phone
all
2
the
years.
time.
But the Switch has like a 3 to 4 hour portable battery life. Like
Yeah.
that's gonna die way
My fucking
faster.
phone dies faster than that.
You'll get an iPhone, dude. Okay.
No, I said I want a phone. I want a phone.
Yeah, for me, I would never use, as long as I have computers in the house. I've got a computer hooked up in my office. I got a computer hooked up to the TV. I've got the iPads for everything else. The developers behind apps for mobile devices are going to be way more concerned about how their apps work on those devices rather than a console. It's always just going to perform better, in my opinion. The apps performance wise, like when you actually get to the stream and you're watching a stream on console, it's good. But the interface and having to get where you want to go without the use of a keyboard and just having to use a controller, I have no interest in that. I want a keyboard. I want a mouse. It makes me getting where I need to go faster, and that's pretty much it.
Well, and that's why I like the Fire TV box. I can use
okay.
all that shit. And it's fucking Amazon. So the Twitch app is actually pretty all right.
Like, who wants to Google something on their Nintendo Switch?
Yeah.
Nobody.
I don't want to do that on
Fair.
anything other than my phone.
You know how many kids are trying to look up fucking porn on their Switch? Like, oh god, well, I gotta type in like super
Naked
hentai
boobies.
BDSM.
But naked hose.
All right, that is gonna conclude the question and answer portion of the show. Chad, thank you guys for submitting questions to us. And fortunately for us, but unfortunately for you, that will be the end of the podcast tonight. So what we will do is go around the room one final time, give you guys the guests' social media, what they're doing, and what they've got coming up online. So Salty Sam, we'll start with you, sir.
My name is The Salty Sam on Twitter and Salty All Day on Instagram. And I ain't doing shit. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
I'm Speed Demon. You can find me on the GSN forums and Discord, and on Twitter at SpeedDemon2533.
I am Mr. 42, and I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitch at Mr. 42. I'm also on Twitter at Mr. 42 TV. I'll be streaming Monday. I think what are we doing tomorrow? Aren't we doing like a
Duck game and stick figure fighting?
Yeah, it's
So
like
that is
Yumi,
what we're doing.
Speed, and Vans. I think we're doing like a party night
You
slash.
should play some
Stream
Black Wick. I got
Monday.
that game and I still haven't played it.
I don't think I have that.
So yeah, we're doing a bunch of games tomorrow night. I think me and Naaackers are both going to be streaming for that, and then Thursday I'll probably doing something VR. I'm hoping to keep playing Fallout 4 VR. Could be a mismatch of a few different games. I can't. The thing I love playing VR. I can't do it for 4 hours straight. It's too much.
Is it really?
My face just melts. Like I tighten that thing up so fucking close to my face that after a while my face just gets irritated. I think it's just how it is, but trying to get used to it. Yeah, that's it.
All right. And my name is Naaackers. You guys can find me on this very Twitch channel, or if you guys want to find me on Instagram or Twitter, I almost said Snapchat. You can find me there at Naaackers with 3 A's. That is going to be it for us tonight. Chat and future audio or video listeners, thank you for stopping by the Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast. We'll see you guys next week for episode 52 of the Crocs and Hot Pockets show. You all have a wonderful fucking night. Bye.
Bye.
See you later.